Welcome to Fabric Monday. Today we'll talk about summarizing map data. Let's understand what I mean about this. Here I have a map in the way we built in previous videos. I included two layers from the Boston safety data, animal issues and housing issues, and we can see these two layers in the map, and each dot represents one specific issue. It means one specific call to 911 about one of these issues. The problem is, how can I aggregate this information? What if I would like to aggregate this information? How do I aggregate an information and I still show the information in the map? To show the information in the map, I need to have a latitude and longitude. If I don't have a lat and long, I can't show in the map. In this way, the aggregation needs to be a geographic aggregation. In this case, if I aggregate this information, I need to aggregate by district, neighborhood, for example. So I can aggregate the information, the issues by neighborhood, and then I can display the aggregated information in each neighborhood in the map. Let's see what I need to build all these steps. Here I have my lake house. This lake house now has new elements which I hadn't before. I have two new elements here. Boston neighborhood 2023. This is a materialized lake view which filters and aggregates the information by neighborhood and only for the year 2023. And I have the locations. The location is the lat and long for each neighborhood close to Boston. I use a ChatGPT. ChatGPT gave me the location of each neighborhood. I uploaded the file into the files area and converted to tables. So I have the table with the lat and long for each neighborhood. Now I need to go back to the event house and query this information. First thing I need to do is to create a shortcut to these additional tables which I have in the lake house. At the moment I only have the shortcut to the Boston table. Let's create a new shortcut. Microsoft One Lake, Boston Security Lake House, next, tables. I will select the Boston neighborhood 2023 and locations. So I'll create two shortcuts. Two shortcuts will be created, create. That's it, the two shortcuts are created. Now I query this information. I use external table to make reference to the shortcuts, to the external shortcuts. Filter by category, I'll get only one category in a query, housing, because this will be one layer in the map. I'll summarize by neighborhood, and I'll make the join with the locations to bring the lat and long. The field used to join the location will be duplicated, then I project it away. I can execute the query so we can see the result. Now the point is, let's put this on the map. How I put this on the map? Boston Safety. I created a new map only for this kind of information. Let's change to editing, event house, add data items, my Boston data, and here I can see the query called neighborhood. So I can just choose to show this information in the map. The name of the layer, I can customize the name of the layer. The issue I'm querying is about housing issues. Let's select the fields, latitude and longitude, and click next. Add to map, and that's it. Housing is on the map. Then I can select zoom to fit. Okay, but now I have one dot for each neighborhood and I will not be sure about what this dot means. Let's select the tooltips. I can mark the neighborhood and the total as tooltips. But not only this, we can do even better. In point settings, I can change the size of the dots and define that the size will be customized by the data. In this case, I select the total value to customize the size. And now I have different sizes of dots according to the amount of issues happening on that neighborhood. So we can see the neighborhoods where there are only a few housing issues and the places where there are most of housing issues. Dorchester has 526 housing issues, while Charleston has only 45 housing issues. In this way, we can summarize the data and we can adjust the visualization according to the value resulting from the summarized data. Thank you very much for watching and see you next week.